Huda.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would recreate a makeup look. So yesterday I was actually watching a video by Kaushal on her YouTube channel and that makeup look really inspired me. Now there is a makeup artist on Instagram called Makeup by Adam and his work is insane, like insane. I really wanted to kind of recreate the look he created on Kaushal on myself. Now the look isn't exactly the same, it's a little bit different. I did what would suit my face because Kaushal's obviously absolutely stunning and her face shape and her features are a little bit more different from mine, so I kind of changed it up a little bit. Again, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and let's just get into the video. I have just received a parcel in the post and I have got the Huda Beauty Life Liner eyeliner pen in my hand. I'm so excited to try this because I've seen it all over the internet and people are going mad about it. They are saying it's probably one of the best eyeliners they have ever used. So I'm excited because I am an eyeliner kind of girl. I wear eyeliner almost every day. So there's two things I want to do in this tutorial. I want to test out this Huda Beauty Life Liner and I also want to recreate a makeup look that Makeup by Adam did on Kaushal on her YouTube channel. Right, so I actually sat and watched that tutorial last night and I was so impressed by the way Makeup by Adam created that look. Like, he's so talented and Kaushal has the most stunning face, so the whole look just looks stunning. It was quite a glam look. What I'll do is I'll put the video down below so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm just going to get started. So today I am using the Flor Mar Pore Minimizer Makeup Primer. So I am taking a pea-sized amount on the back of my hand. I'm just going to rub it between my fingers and just place that all over my face. Now this primer is quite silicone-y. It does feel very greasy on the skin, but the reason why I'm using this today is because I need something with a lot more hydration in it, because my skin is pretty dry at the moment and this does seem to keep my skin hydrated at the same time as well. So I have moisturised, I have used SPF 50 and this is obviously the next step. So I don't have the P. Louise base that Makeup by Adam used on Kaushal, so I'm just going to use an alternative, but I'm actually just going to use a foundation. So I'm using the Full Coverage MAC foundation. This is actually a pro product I bought quite a while back and I've still got it and it's really full coverage and I thought this would work quite well in the eyes as a base. So the shade that I have is NC30, so it is generally just called the Full Coverage MAC Foundation. I don't even know if you can get this online anymore, but because I did buy this quite a long time ago, I don't even know if it's in date, but I'm just going to give it a shot because I remember it being really full coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to warm up the product on my finger. I'm just going to directly place it with my finger on my eyelid and I'm just patting the product onto my eyelid. What Makeup by Adam did was he placed the base on both eyes and then he also took it towards the middle so that he actually connected both eyes together. And I've never really tried that technique. I feel like it might work a lot better than what I usually do, and then he kind of just took it up the middle of it ever so slightly. Makeup by Adam did not set the base, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. I actually prefer not to set my base when I'm doing such a heavy look because I feel like the colours stand out a lot better as well. Now he went in with the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I'm guessing it's the remastered palette. I don't have the remastered palette, but I have the older one. So the first shade he used was Henna. So I'm just going to take that on a nice fluffy brush and just begin to work that into the crease. But what I noticed was that he kind of stamped the colour on and he did take the product quite high up. Now I don't know if my eye look will turn out as good as his did, because he obviously had the P. Louise base, and if you don't know, the P. Louise base is apparently phenomenal to work with. Apparently the colours stand out a lot better as well when you use the P. Louise base, so I really need to get my hands on it, because after seeing Makeup by Adam use it, I feel like I need that base in my life. So he went quite heavy with this colour, and I'm going to do the exact same. What you want to do is just place down the colour first, so don't worry too much about blending, and then you can kind of blend out afterwards. Okay, now that I have the shade Henna on my crease, I think the next step was to take the shade Sandalwood and kind of blend that on top of the crease colour. So I'm just going to place it in here and just start to kind of blend it upwards. So you want to take this colour a lot higher. So now I'm going back in with the shade Henna, and I'm just deepening the crease colour, just because I felt like we lost the colour once we applied Sandalwood. And this is the exact step that Makeup by Adam did as well. Right, so the next step was to take the same eyeshadow base and kind of buff it onto the inner kind of third of the eye. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm just taking a concealer brush and just picking up some of that product onto my brush, but just make sure you're not taking too much, because from what I remember he just kind of slightly kind of patted a little bit on. I'm just going to do the same and just pat ever so slightly. Try to use a very light hand for this part. I'm just going to take a flat brush and take the colour Suede from the same palette, and I'm going to begin to pat that on to where we placed that base shade, and just pat it. I'm not swiping it, I'm just literally patting it. Now the next shade I'm going to take is Black Truffle and begin to work that in the corners of my eyes, and then really smoke that out and bring it up towards the crease. So again, if you want, you could just place the colour down, because you can always blend out the colour afterwards. With black, you want to make sure that you just place down a very minimal amount, and then go back in and then place some more colour down, and then do the exact same thing, because once you place too much black down, it's so difficult to diffuse that colour. So I would highly recommend going in with a very light hand when you are using a black shade. Right guys, I have basically just blended out Black Truffle into the corners. Then I've just added a little bit more Suede just to intensify the colour, because I felt like I lost it whilst I was blending. I also forgot to put the shade Cocoa in my crease, which I also did off camera. So what I did was I just placed it on top of Black Truffle and just blended it in towards the crease. Now my colours on my eyelids look a lot different. There could be a couple of reasons why the colours on my eyes look a lot different from Kaushals, and that is because firstly I have the old Huda Beauty palette, so they're not as intense as apparently the new one, so the remastered one. Secondly, it could be the base that I used. Obviously the P. Louise base is a lot better to use than any old other base and like just a foundation. The third could be the colour of my skin is a lot different from Kaushal skin colour, so the colours might stand out a lot more on her eyes. But so obviously it's not going to be the exact same, but I've tried to kind of mimic what I could. Hopefully it's not looking too bad. I think he said he went in with the Urban Decay metal glitter, and I think it was like a gold kind of colour, but I'm just going to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to mix two glitters together. So I'm using the MAC, now this one I got years ago in a Christmas kind of a Christmas set, and this is in the shade Grey. I think you can still buy this one separately on the MAC website and maybe in store. The other one is just a 3D black, so it's just these two here. Actually, I might just stick to using this 3D glitter instead, rather than using the other MAC one. And I'm going to leave the inner corner like free, if you get me. Like, I'm not going to fill in the inner corner with any glitter because I want to highlight that area separately. Just going to spray the brush a little bit more. What I personally like to do is I like to actually spray my eyes with setting spray so that the glitter doesn't move, because I feel like sometimes it just begins to kind of crumble off or it'll just fall off on my eyes. So a good way is to keep it all locked in place is just go in with setting spray, but make sure you spray it from a distance. So if I just spray one eye and just wait a couple of minutes for it to kind of dry down. Also going to go in with another glitter, but it's not really a glitter, it's more foil. So if I go into the 24 Carat shade in the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm just going to place that slightly on top just to give it that kind of gold and silver kind of sparkle. So I'm just patting it. I'm not going to press it, otherwise it will get rid of the glitter. I should have probably put this colour down first. So now taking the colour Moon Dust from the same Huda Beauty palette, that's like a shimmery yellow gold shade. I'm just going to place that in my inner corner. Now to use the Huda Beauty Life Liner. I am so excited to use this. So this is in the shade Very Vanta Extreme Black. One side that's liquid and the other side is like a pencil. So you can just twist it up and twist it down. So it's so convenient for anyone that prefers to use a more smudgy liner. There are days that I like my eyeliner to just look bold and just black, and there are other days that I like my eyeliner to look a little bit more smudgy. But today we are going to test out the liquid side. Now I love the packaging. It's like a weird triangular kind of shape, and the nib on the liner is not too thick but it's not too thin. I'm just going to start off in the middle. Oh my god, that instantly just glides on. And it's not like, I've noticed with a lot of eyeliners, what usually happens is when I have glitter on, it will skip through the glitter, but this is insane. It's literally just gliding on. Guys, that was the quickest I have ever done eyeliner in my life. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not kidding. I was going to use the smudgy side to smudge out the corners, but from what I've seen on Makeup by Adam's tutorial on Kaushal, he just kind of smudged out the sides of the liner with black. Again, let's just carry on talking about Huda's eyeliner. Oh my god, this eyeliner is so good. Like, so good. It's so creamy, so black, glides on, easy to do eyeliner. It's amazing for anyone that is a beginner in makeup and wants to use like eyeliner. It's a perfect way to start off by using eyeliner because you have two ends to the eyeliner. The packaging is stunning like always. It doesn't feel like a cheap eyeliner. It does retail for around £22, so it's a bit more pricey compared to other eyeliners out there, and like compared to drugstore eyeliners, but it's definitely worth the £22. Okay, so Kaushal then herself took a black gel liner and she just tight lined and placed some on her waterline. I'm just going in with the Inglot gel liner in the shade 77, and I'm just going to tight line with that first, and then also just place that on my lower lash line. And when placing this on the lower lash line, I'm going to take it down a little bit further than I usually would. So rather than just placing it in your lower lash line, you want to slightly drag it below the lower lash line and begin to kind of blend that out. Going back into the Huda Beauty palette, I'm just taking the shade Cocoa and mixing it with Black Truffle, and I'm just going to blend that under my eyes. And I'm going to connect it to the top, so you want to go quite heavy with this and make sure you're connecting it to your top liner at the same time. Okay guys, so that's me done my lashes off camera. I forgot to completely mention, excuse the creases on this backdrop. That is because it's a cotton backdrop. Now with cotton backdrops it is so hard to get the creases out, especially with an iron. I don't have a steam iron, so I need to actually go and buy one to get the creases out because it looks so bad. Yeah, I am just going to do my base off camera. I'm thinking to maybe do a separate tutorial of my base. So if you want to see how I achieve my base, then head over to my Instagram where you will be able to see a 60-second tutorial on my eye makeup and my base if you don't want like a talk through tutorial. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you do recreate this look then make sure to tag me as well as Makeup by Adam and Kaushal on our Instagram or YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!